It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Let's make the most of this beautiful day.
Fred Rogers was an American icon dressed in a cardigan and canvas sneakers. His friendly, relatable style was like a welcome mat for millions of children he invited to his television neighborhood.
Please, please won't you be my neighbor?
He treasured children.
I want to tell you something.
What would you like to tell?
I like you.
Devoting each episode of his popular PBS series, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, to telling kids they're special just the way they are. A documentary out this summer, Won't You Be My Neighbor?
A television program for children made its unauspicious debut on station WQED in Pittsburgh.
Answers an age-old question. Was Mr. Rogers really like that? As nice and kind in person as he was on TV?
If I had a nickel for every time I said, he's just like he is, I'd be a rich man.
Paul Lally of Dover spent 10 years directing Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Fred, he was real. He believed in what he did. And because of that, you believe what he had to say. It's just amazing, whether you're an adult or a kid.
Paul wasn't interviewed for the documentary, but got a kick out of seeing former colleagues.
When I watched the program, I was almost beside myself for a while because I hadn't seen many of these very familiar faces for years. So to see them, on the big screen, number one, was very shocking, but then what they had to say was so wonderfully said.
He joined the team in 1980. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood had already been on the air for 12 years.
It was the biggest break ever I could have ever had.
Paul answered a magazine ad.
I was leafing through it one day, as I always did, little dream job. What could I do? What could I do? There's a tiny little ad said, wanted, television director for children's program. That's all it said.
Getting hired meant a move to Pittsburgh. He knew he hit the big time.
Everybody knew Fred. So I got to walk in on a national treasure.
His first day on the job about as unconventional as Fred Rogers himself.
Walked in the doors, 12 noon, and Fred said, hi, how you doing? And he said, would you like to go swimming? And I said, okay.
Fred was an avid swimmer. The outing set the stage for a long relationship with Paul.
Fred knew how to set things straight real fast. He could read a room in a second and know what people's comfort levels were and know how to get you engaged.
Children have very deep feelings, just the way everybody does.
It's how he worked his magic with children.
Well, I suppose it's an invitation.
Fred's ability to look into a camera and say something important to a child, it was electrifying. He could just zero in.
No fancy set, no flashy graphics or fast-paced shenanigans.
I've always felt that I didn't need to put on a funny hat or jump through the hoop to have a relationship with a child.
Just genuine, straightforward conversation.
There must be times when you do feel blue. I'm not feeling blue right now, though.
Me neither.
The silliness was reserved for behind the scenes. Paul says Fred's sense of humor was contagious.
Fred would laugh at the damnedest things, and he would make you laugh. I mean, he was just wonderful.
And the crew would get him good, like when they swapped his loafers.
It's such a good...
The joy he has in trying to get his foot into that tiny shoe is hilarious.
Whose are these? They're Jimmy.
Paul cranked out 110 episodes during his career with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And when he heard the sniffles in the movie theater as Fred's story played out on the big screen, he couldn't help but smile.
I smiled at one point just thinking, Fred, look at that. Man, get a load of how right you were in doing what you did. And aren't you surprised that everybody's like shouting hallelujah for you now? Because that's the last thing he expected.
When Paul left Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, he and Fred remained close. Paul eventually went on to a new career as producer and director of the cooking show Ciao Italia with Marianne Esposito.
I became as close to Fred as I've been close to anyone in my life. He was one of my best friends. That he and I was his, I would like to think.
This old Lionel train, which occupies a prominent place in Paul's home, was Fred's childhood toy, his parting gift to Paul.
The greatest thing that we can do is to help somebody know that they're loved and capable of loving.
The real gift Fred left behind, a lasting message. Love and kindness matter. It's hard to miss the parallels to today.
Nowadays, I feel we need a grown-up Mr. Rogers neighborhood. I am one, you're one. We can be Fred Rogers.
Won't you please, won't you please, please won't you be my neighbor?